Alright, so today we're going to talk about another multiplication property. We've talked about the commutative property where we can switch the order of our multiples to get our product and it'll be the same answer. We have talked about the associative property where it doesn't matter which multiplication problem I start with, I'm still going to get my same answer. If I had 2 times 3 times 4, I can multiply 2 times 3 and then 4, or I can multiply 3 times 4 and then 2. I'm still going to get the same answer. Today we're going to look at the distributive property, and the distributive property is going to help us as we get into larger numbers that we're multiplying by. So the distributive property in very basic terms is where I can break apart a larger number or a larger multiple into smaller and easier numbers to multiply by. For example, if I had 16 times 7, I can take 16 and I can break it apart into 10 and 6, and I can multiply 10 times 7 and 6 times 7 to get my answer. Let's look at that with some arrays. So if I have 3 times 15, what this shows me is that I have 3 rows with 15 columns or 15 in each row. Look, so if I were to draw an array, it would look like this. I have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and I have 15 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What I can do with the distributive property is I can think about what is easier to multiply by. I'm thinking about those easy numbers. Well, I know I can multiply by 2s, by 5s, by 10s, all of those pretty easily. So I can take 15 and I can divide it into 10 and 5. So then I'm going to have arrays that look like this. I'm going to have one that's 3 times 10. And I'm going to have another one that's 3 times 5. I just took this array and I split it into those right here. So now I can multiply, well, 3 times 10 is 30, and 3 times 5 is 15, and 30 plus 15 is 45. I don't have to know my 15s. I can break it apart into easier chunks. So let's look at 8 times 6. I want you to pause the video, make an 8 by 6 array, and try and use the distributive property to solve this problem. Okay, if I were doing the distributive property, I would look at 8. 8 isn't the easiest number to multiply by. But I do know my 5s pretty well, and I do know my 3s pretty well, so I can divide 8 into 5 and 3. So I'm going to create so now I'm multiplying 5 times 6 and 3 times 6. So I can use a strategy to solve 5 times 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in my array. And that's going to give me 30. And then over here, I can have 3 rows with 6 in each row. And that's going to give me 18. Now I just have to add 30 plus 18, and my answer is 48. We are going to continue talking about the distributive property this week and thinking of other ways that we can break apart our numbers to make them easier to multiply.